Earnings season is again kicking off with what else? The big banks. But they've had a big run since I last brought this video last quarter. And is there anything left in the tank? Are they even still cheap? Is everything priced in? We're going to find out. And I'm bringing you the best of the big bank earnings charts this week. Let's dive right in and see what they are. So the first stock out the gate is the premier one, the one everybody talks about, Jamie Dimon, head of JP Morgan Chase, JPM, and you can see it's had the big breakout. It is at the 5-year highs and has a great earnings surprise track record with just those 2 misses in the last 5 years. So nothing wrong with what's going on with this chart. It looks fantastic. But shares a little pricey here at 13.7 times for a bank that's a little bit pricier. It was trading around 10 times not too long ago, but that was in the rearview mirror now. So it's only a matter of, is the E going to be growing fast enough here? And we're going to find out, but this is the one that everybody's going to be keying in on to begin the earnings season. Then we're going to switch it over to Goldman Sachs, another really hot stock. Over the last year, the shares are up 79%, and that compares to the S&P 500 being up 48. So you can see the banks have been outperforming on this hope that as the economy reopens, the 10-year will rise. That means better bank earnings. And this company, Goldman, has had 3 big beats in a row. So it's got a pretty good track record here as well, just like JP Morgan. But the charts look similar, right? Busting out here to these 5-year highs. Can it hold on to this momentum? I don't know. That's what we're going to find out this week, and that's what makes it so intriguing. Then we're going to switch it over to Bank of America. This is the big holding by Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway. Just those 2 misses in 2020, and then you had to go all the way back to the very start of the chart. You can see just a little bit of red there on the screen. That was the last miss up until the pandemic. But it's back in the beating ways with a small beat last quarter. Shares again just taking off, going sky high here to the new 5-year highs. But can it hold this momentum? I don't know. We're going to find out with all of these. Bank of America shares no longer cheap at 14.9 times. So you can see a lot of these banks are getting slightly elevated PE levels before their earnings reports. Then we're going to get Citigroup. This is one of my favorites. It has the best track record of this week with no misses here in the last 5 years. That's impressive. Again, we just went through and are going through a global pandemic, and yet they still are meeting or beating during all those quarters. These shares, too, have seen big gains, but not up quite as much as some of the others. It has not yet busted out, and it is among the cheaper of the big banks at just 9.4 times. So could Citigroup be somewhat of a bargain here, kind of being overlooked by the others? It looks like that could be the case. Then we're going to switch it over to the regional banks. Yes, this is one of my favorites. I talk about it nearly every quarter. PNC Financial, PNC is the ticker, big regional bank, and they only have 3 misses. They also have that one there back in 2016 when the banks were kind of depressed, basically, and now just the 2 since 2017. So very good track record. Did have the one during the pandemic, but who didn't? Everybody except Citigroup, right? And so this is a good chart, but they too have seen their shares busted out here, and they're up over 70% in the last year. Again, the S&P 500 up just about 48%. So outperforming there. Again, is all the good news priced in? I sound like a broken record, but we're going to find out. We need the financials to lead here if we want this bull market to continue here in 2021. There could be more gas left in the tank, especially as the economy heats up. Banks are the place to be as businesses and the consumers will be adding on more, will be going for more credit and loans, all of that. So this is the area to watch. So lots of great charts from the big banks. Usually I talk about them in kind of negative light as they've always had good earnings surprise records, but they've always kind of lagged the overall market. And now some of them are among the hottest stocks. Can that hold on? We will see, but it's a big driver of the stock market, and it's the reason why we're seeing record highs in the stock market with these banks also finally contributing. So this is something I'm going to be watching all throughout earnings season, including a lot of the middle-sized banks and even the community banks. Those are the ones that will help spur the small cap index to new highs. Will they all outperform, do better than what we think? We don't know, but this is what's making this earnings season have additional excitement that we haven't seen in quite some time. So be sure to tune in to all of our earnings videos. I'm going to be bringing you all of these excellent charts and all the trends we're expecting this earnings season throughout the next couple of weeks. You can get all of our earnings charts on Zacks.com/YouTube, on our YouTube channel at Zacks Investment Research. Get it over there, and I'll see you again next week with the FANG stocks.